The U.S. Army tried an unlikely experiment: camels to conquer the deserts of the West. Inspired by campaigns in Asia and Africa, 66 animals arrived from the Middle East and were stationed in Texas. They carried heavy loads and endured long marches, but soldiers hated their smell and tempers. When the Civil War began, the program ended. The camels were sold, abandoned, or left wandering the sands of history. Among Plains tribes, scalping began as a warrior's trophy, proof of courage and victory. But settlers and soldiers adopted it too, twisting it into terror. During the Civil War, guerrillas used it as a weapon of fear. William "Bloody Bill" Anderson became the name everyone whispered, his raids drenched in blood. His legacy marked one of the darkest peaks of frontier violence. In 1890, two hunters near Tombstone claimed to have shot a giant winged creature. A local newspaper described a photograph of the body stretched across a barn wall, but the image vanished. No proof ever surfaced, only stories. Was it a bird, a dinosaur, or a hoax? The mystery endured, proving that sometimes the legend outlives the evidence. On stormy nights, strange blue light flickered across the western plains. Known as St. Elmo's Fire, it appeared when lightning charged the air. Sailors once saw it as a blessing on ship masts. Cowboys saw it on cattle horns and horses' ears. Those ghostly glows silenced laughter and songs, reminding every soul that in the Wild West, nature always had the final word. Charlie Parkhurst drove California stagecoaches through storms, ambushes, and endless dust. He cracked the reins with steady hands and fearless control. Once, under gunfire, he held his route and saved his passengers. When he died in 1879, the truth emerged. Charlie was a woman and may have even voted. Since then, one question lingers: who held the reins that day? The driver or destiny itself? Hollywood told a whitewashed story, but history says otherwise. 1 in every 4 cowboys on the range was black. They herded cattle, broke wild horses, and rode in dusty rodeos. During the Civil War, enslaved workers kept ranches alive. After emancipation, many stayed on, building lives and shaping the frontier. Their stories, long overlooked, reveal a West richer and more diverse than the movies ever showed. Between 1886 and 1887, the Great Plains froze under brutal winter winds. Fences snapped, trails vanished, and cattle perished by the thousands. It became known as the Great Die-Up. Entire ranches collapsed overnight. The disaster forced ranchers to adapt. Stronger fences, stored hay, and winter management replaced open-range dreams. The West learned the hard way that nature always keeps the upper hand. In the Old West, bounty meant proof, and proof often meant a corpse. Bodies were dragged for miles beneath sun and dust to claim a reward. Then came photography. A single studio portrait of the dead outlaw, propped up and still, was enough. The camera's click replaced the coffin's weight. One image sealed the capture before silence claimed the prize. Since the late 1800s, mysterious lights have danced on the horizon near Marfa, Texas. They appear, vanish, and return, glowing spheres that seem to follow their own rhythm. Scientists blamed headlights, mirages, or gases, but none fit. On quiet desert nights, travelers still gather at the lookout. When darkness deepens, the lights rise again, shimmering like whispers from another world. In the Old West, saloons were temples of risk and refuge. Gunmen, gamblers, and drifters shared whiskey and danger under one roof. A toast could spark a shootout. Many began as flimsy tents that barely stood against the wind. In Kansas City, the Long Branch Saloon became a legend, burned in 1895, rebuilt again. Its story endures as a symbol of chaos, celebration, and survival. The railroads that united America were built on Chinese labor. 14-hour days, dynamite tunnels, and meager pay defined their lives. On the transcontinental line, 9 out of 10 workers were Chinese. When the work ended, they opened laundries and kitchens in western towns. But xenophobic laws, especially the 1882 Exclusion Act, closed doors. Their courage built the tracks, but the nation they built rejected them. Sitting Bull, Tatanka Iotake, led the Sioux through one of history's hardest frontiers. A fierce warrior and spiritual leader, he sought peace without surrender. He fought to protect his people's land and way of life. After capture, he briefly joined Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. Touring the world, he once resisted. He left soon after, rejecting spectacle, carrying dignity to his final days. William Buffalo Bill Cody turned the frontier into theater. A former scout and buffalo hunter, he built Buffalo Bill's Wild West, a traveling extravaganza of cowboys, sharpshooters, and native performers. Sitting Bull once shared the stage. The show thrilled America and Europe, even Queen Victoria. But critics saw exploitation behind the glamour. Cody's empire turned history into spectacle, a myth America still applauds. In the Old West, women were rare, sometimes outnumbered 3-1, and during the Gold Rush, 9-1. Saloons hired them to sing, dance, and keep minors company. Many faced judgment, though not all sold sex. Some earned respect and carved independence within strict norms. Balancing charm and survival, they shaped frontier life, navigating the thin line between work, pleasure, and reputation. When death came, outlaws asked for burials that fit their legend: a revolver, a whiskey bottle, a deck of cards. They believed those relics would guide them across the next frontier. Some swore they could feel a gambler's ghost through a worn deck. Over time, graveyards became attractions, and relic hunters disturbed the peace. But the West itself was the real monument, vast, restless, and forever unfinished.